Hey guys, it's me, Shaw360, and this is my last haul video before my extended hiatus. And I want to say before I start showing you the things that I have, that this channel has changed my life. I've become a much happier person because of this channel. I have made friendships that I don't think I could have made any other way because of this channel. It has given me renewed confidence in my everyday life. You guys have changed my life. You've made me a better person in a lot of ways. You've made me more mindful of the world around me, and I feel like you've grown my heart in so many ways. And I just want to thank you all for everything you've done for me. When I first got started doing unboxings, I did them from a critical packaging point of view. I really wasn't too concerned about the music all that much because I knew I was only buying stuff I liked, but I wanted to go in a very kind of, I don't want to say academic way, but definitely with a more critical eye. And as the channel has progressed, I've definitely inserted my emotions and my feelings and more of my personality into the things that I do. And not only have I noticed my own personal growth, but so many of you who started out the channel with me as people who were commenters or subscribers, you all have grown your own channels, and I'm so proud of you. It makes me feel so good to see how much your channels have grown, how your subscriber base has grown. Some of you have become like real stars out here and have more subscribers than I do, and it's humbling and it's amazing. And it definitely went from me doing something where I thought I might have been not necessarily alone, but I really wouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things, to me legitimately feeling like I'm a part of a community. Like what I'm doing is a part of something much larger, much more important, and something that serves a purpose outside of just me being able to show you guys what I bought. It's me being able to express how similar we are, no matter how many different places we live, to show you guys that there's someone out there who's just like you, who likes the same things you like, that goes through the same life stuff that you go through. And one thing I want to get across that I may not have stressed as much over time, because it wasn't until a bit later into my channel when I told you guys how old I was. I know a lot of you out there at an age where you're having to take school more seriously, maybe start looking for jobs. You have a lot of life responsibilities that you're moving into, and so many people will tell you you need to grow up. Growing up doesn't mean you have to surrender the things that you like, the things that you love. It's just one more facet of your life that you have to deal with, but you don't have to give up your K-pop. You don't have to give up your anime. You don't have to give up your cartoons. You don't have to give up your fruit roll-ups. You don't have to give those things up. You might have to indulge a little bit less because of time constraints, but that child inside of you, that adolescent inside of you, the things that make you smile, you don't have to give those things up in order to be a real adult. You can be you. Because I'll tell you, I'm in my late 30s, and when I look in the mirror, I see an older body, but when I think about the world I see from looking through my eyes, I feel 25. Sometimes I feel 17, and if you really tickle me and I'm really happy about something, I feel like a 5-year-old. You know, it's about what's in your soul. It's about the way that you enjoy the things you enjoy, and that enjoyment has no age. So continue to be who you are. Continue to indulge yourself every once in a while. Continue to find joy where you can get it, because this world out here is hard. And it's cruel, and terrible things happen out there. So any opportunity you have to find joy, you need to find it. And for those of you who have thought about possibly starting your own unboxing channel or your own K-pop chat channel or anything else, do it. Do it now. Now, I will say, don't use your real name, because you might want a job later on and you never know what might happen. But go ahead and start it now, because no matter how small you start, somebody's going to find you. You're going to find an audience somewhere. I have a few friends now who have small channels, but they're awesome channels, and they're growing every day, and I hope you'll support them. One of my friends, her name is Miranda. I'll put a link to her channel. She's currently been like archiving her entire collection, so she's got probably 50 videos on her channel. They don't have a lot of views, but you'll find that she unboxes everything she has, and that's pretty awesome if you're looking for like actual, what does it look like on the inside, what does it look like on the outside. Disney Bar. She has a few subscribers, not nearly enough. I love her channel because she actually travels to K-pop concerts outside of where she lives, because I believe she lives in Israel, but she travels to Japan and Korea to go to K-pop concerts. She buys merchandise there, and then she comes home and she shows you her merchandise, and she talks about her concert experiences. So there's so many awesome people out there that add a different perspective to the whole K-pop unboxing community, and you could be that one. You could be that changing perspective. In fact, if you guys could do me a favor, just as a resource for me and others that are looking, if you have a K-pop channel and you'd like people to check you out, leave a comment down below. That way if somebody is searching through the comment section, they can maybe check out your channel and see what you're up to. I will always promote growth. I will always promote our community getting stronger, our community becoming more diversified. I'll always promote the fact that this is a legitimate community. It's just as much a community as the anime community, as the skater community, as the surfing community. That is what we are. We're a nation with no land, but we exist. And it's up to us to decide what our nation is about. And I think the more people that are in there and the more people that are contributing their color and their tone, all they can do is make this better. Because I've noticed, and maybe it's because I'm in the United States and this is just a really ugly time in the United States, but it seems like there's so much negativity out there. And people are so quick to say something ugly, something terrible, something hurtful. People are so quick to argue and they don't want to listen. And in K-pop, sometimes we have that. Sometimes we leave negative comments on people's videos because they say something we don't agree with, rather than trying to work it out in the comment section. Sometimes we have people that want to hate on you because you don't say enough positive things. And I think the more voices we have out there to throw in the face of the people who want to approach it with negativity, the more we establish the rules for how we want to conduct ourselves, the more positive change we can make. So I highly encourage any of you, if you thought about doing it before and you haven't, now's the time. Start your channel. I know that if you leave your channel down below, chances are I'm gonna sneaky stalk you. So yeah, leave it down below. Check out some people, learn some things, build your friendship groups. But we need to hear from you. And especially, I want to say this because I don't think I say it enough, and I really feel like it's the most important thing. If you speak a language other than English, please unbox in your home language as well as English. I say that because a lot of people, since English seems to be the language that a lot of the community has in common, that's the language they speak. But there are K-pop fans who aren't good with English, and they like K-pop the same way people who speak English don't speak Korean but enjoy K-pop. And I think it would be awesome if our community was to start doing videos in these other languages, so that the people who don't feel comfortable all the time watching the English language videos can watch a video in a language they understand. I think that'd be brilliant. So if you can do that, that'd be awesome. If you can't, I totally understand, because some of you do use your videos as a way to like build your English skills. But yeah, if you speak a language other than English, I would love to see you do unboxings in your home language, because I think that that would be another way that our community would really be benefited. But I've talked now for almost 10 minutes. Let's get into my haul. So I feel like it's only fitting for me to have my last haul be about my 2 top boy biases at this minute. So when I first started with my K-pop channel, unboxing channel, my top biases were, and I'm talking about groups, not about like ultimate bias. My top biases were SHINee and MBLAQ, and over time MBLAQ has really fallen off for me, but that's just because of the way that J-Tune has handled the group. Kind of the dynamics of the group has changed over time, and then also their musical output has really been disappointing to me. So as of right now, my top 2 group biases, our bias groups, are BTS and SHINee. SHINee, of course, being my ultimate group bias, and then BTS coming in second. Rain is still my ultimate of ultimate biases. Like, there's just really nothing that can touch him. Him and Justin Timberlake are in a different stratosphere than everybody else, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, since this is going to be my last video before my extended hiatus, it's only right that we talk about my faves, because that makes me happy. So I've got this box from Japan. It was shipped EMS, and I'm just going to pull the stuff out of here. It looks like a big box, but really it's just got a whole bunch of padding in it. That's why it looks so big. So I've got this, and I've got this. And let me change the color here. The color is looking kind of crazy right now. Alright, I've got the color fixed, so we're ready to go. Okay, so I ordered these things on From Japan, and some of these things are things that I've wanted for a long time. Some things are things that just came out. But one thing in particular that's here is the completion of a years-long quest. So I'm super excited about this stuff. So let's start with the biggest thing here, which is this. It's SHINee's Seek, their very first issue of Seek magazine. So not that long ago, I bought the latest issue of Seek magazine, which is SHINee's fan club magazine they do in Japan, and I loved it. It was just so high quality. The pictures were so awesome. It's huge. Like, everything about it made me smile and happy. And once I had it in my hot little hand, I knew I wanted to get them all. But they're not cheap, and they don't have reprints. So as time goes on, certain issues become harder and harder to get. So I figured if I'm going to start collecting it, I wanted to start with what was maybe the hardest to get and then work my way up. So I decided to go with Seek #1, and then I'll start working my way up from there. So I'm assuming this is the back of the magazine. I say that because in my Seek that I bought recently, I think it's issue #7. It's formatted the way that manga is in Japan, where like the back is the front and the front is the back. But this is actually formatted in more of a Western style. So I'm assuming this is the back, and then this is the front. And as you can see, that's the binding right there. So yeah, that's more of a Western style of binding. And it's got some really cool photo shoots in here with my lovely SHINee boys. Oh my gosh, they are so good looking. Like, just super photogenic. So it's got some great pictures of them modeling, and then it's got some other like pictures from them doing promo stuff, playing games, and there's some pictures in here from Minho when he was doing To the Beautiful You. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find those pictures, but they're like really cute pictures of him playing with the dog from the Beautiful You. Oh my gosh, like every time I see those pictures, it just makes me smile, because that was one of my favorite times ever, and I'm probably not going to be able to find it right now. Oh, there they are. Look at him. Look at him playing with the dog. It's so adorable. But yeah, if you have the ability to get one of these, I definitely recommend getting it if you're a Shawwal. I do not recommend buying it on eBay. I recommend buying it on one of the proxy sites, only because it is hella expensive on eBay. Like, these go for about $40 a piece on eBay. I got this for about $15 before shipping on From Japan. So yeah, that's just a pro tip for you guys. The next thing I got, oh, I forgot, I got some freebies with that. I got this poster right here. It's an Etude poster, which is really cool because it's like a printed signature Etude poster. I still haven't reached my ultimate goal with SHINee, and that's to get a signed SHINee album, but one day that's going to happen for me. But it's got signatures here that are printed on there, so that's close. That's close. And then it's got them being adorable and wonderful and gorgeous and everything. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But that was a freebie that came with the magazine. I totally wasn't expecting that to show up. And then there was this little envelope here with the cute little polar bears. They're so cute. Polar bears. And then when you pull it out, there were a couple of freebie double-sided pictures that were in here. So there's this picture here, and then that picture there. Then this really gorgeous picture of Taemin. Like, that's probably one of the best Taemin pictures I've ever seen. I really, really like that one. And then this really super gorgeous picture of Key. And that's all the freebies for that. And then the other SHINee thing that I got, which I have been trying to get now for so incredibly long, it's star cards. Now, for those of you who are wondering about why I've been trying so hard, star cards are everywhere, what's the deal? There's one star card that I needed to complete my collection. I haven't been able to get it. I've been searching high and low for it. I've searched eBay. I've tried trading on the photo card forum. I have done videos here on YouTube trying to get people to trade with me. I've done everything I possibly could to get this card. I've bid on it on Front of Japan numerous times and been beat. And I've even seen the people who won the cards here on YouTube showing the cards. So I'm telling you, I have worked tirelessly to try to get this card. I saw an auction for the group of cards, and I was able to get the card that I've been searching for probably about a year now for $6. So you guys are going to see something that I've wanted to do for the longest time. You're going to see me complete my Shiny and Wonderland collection. This is something I should have never done. I should have never done it. I should have never started collecting shiny star cards, but you know what? I am a glutton for punishment, and I do what I want. So finally, cartoon number 17, you are home. Oh my gosh, it's finally happened for me. Oh gosh, okay. Let's put you in there. Ah! Yay! Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, that is just, woo! That is freeing. That is freeing. Finally done. So now I get to flip through my completed shiny star card collection. So here's the first page. Here's the second page. Completed. Hey. Oh man, this is just such an achievement, you guys. Oh, I've been wanting this day to come for so long. I've been waiting for this day to come for so long. I got them all. I got them all. I got them all. Those are just like placeholders because there's no cards to put there. And then the last mosaic completed. And then after that, these are all just like extra cards that I have that I've been trying to get rid of. Like I've been trying to sell these cards here, and then some more cards I was trying to sell, and then some more cards I was trying to sell. And then like all of the extra star cards that I have been saving over time to trade with people to try to get that stinking card that I never did get. But I got it now. So yeah. Dreams do come true, guys. Have faith. And then lastly, I have something from my second bias group, which is BTS. This is the regular version of their new album in Japan, Youth. I bought this on From Japan because, as you guys know, I collect Rapmon photo cards, and I wasn't going to take a chance getting a version from like CD Japan or Yes Asia and possibly not getting the card I wanted. So instead, I just waited for it to come out in Japan, and since I was already getting the star cards and the Seek magazine, I got this with it. So this is the front. This is the back. This is a full-length album here. Inside, you've got the OB strip, and you've got the CD itself, and then you've got the photo book here, and the Rapmon card, and it's really, really pretty. I like it quite a bit. It's actually one of the few Japanese cards he has where he's actually like facing forward. I don't know if you've seen my photo card collection book, but most of his, he's like turned kind of to side profile because I guess that's his favorite pose, kind of like how you see here. So I don't normally get a lot of like face on cards from him for Japan, so this is really a lovely addition. I like this quite a bit. But there's that, and since we're talking about BTS anyway, I want to show you guys my BTS Japanese collection. It's very, very small, but I wanted to show you which CDs I have for BTS in Japan. So I just showed you Youth, and then I have this version of I Need You, then another version of I Need You, and then I have this version of For You, this version of Wake Up, this version of Danger, this version of Boy in Love, this version of No More Dream. I have this version of Run. So basically I have all regular versions. I do have, I think, is it an HMV version of I Need You? But everything else is like regular because regular has the most songs, which is why I like to get the regular version of their Japanese stuff. And then the other thing that I got that's not regular, that's from their Japanese discography, is this version of Run. You guys, I did not intend to get this. I saw it for really cheap on From Japan. I ordered it, and it came in a box that had come to me to an old address, got sent back to Japan, then I had to pay to get that box sent back to me, and it got brutalized. Like, it got totally warped. Like, just, I wanted to cry. It was in such terrible condition when I got it. And it's still not in perfect condition, but I did not give up on it. I actually took my bookshelf and I lifted it up and I put this under my bookshelf to try to straighten it out because it was completely warped. And I don't know if you can tell, but it still is a little bit warped, but it's a lot better than it was. But it was like, it was practically folded in half, guys. It was really, really terrible. There's the back, and you can kind of see the warping a little bit more here. There you go. And then when I open it up, I'm going to show you what the inside looks like, because the inside looks bad. Really, really bad. But I don't care, because it's mine, and I wanted it. And it is one of the prettiest BTS things I have. Like, it's just super duper gorgeous. But yeah, this is the faux vinyl thing that's in here. That's just the CD. And when I pull it out of here, you can see how badly it was damaged right there. So yeah, not my favorite condition wise thing from Japan. I definitely learned a lesson when it came to that. Make sure that all your addresses are updated, and also maybe spring for the EMS when it comes to really delicate things. You can still kind of see the bend right there. Like it's pretty mangled. But I don't think I had mentioned to you guys, maybe in passing, a couple of different times I mentioned that I had some of these BTS Japanese albums, but I think I more told you guys about the photo cards I was getting. I don't think I really talked to you guys too much about the albums I was buying, like the actual music itself. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I like it a lot. BTS has become one of the most expensive groups that I collect. SHINee is still pretty reasonable. It's weird. SHINee has definitely moved into kind of almost Super Junior territory when it comes to only releasing stuff once a year, which I'm not too happy about that. But the stuff that they release, for the most part, is affordable, except for, like, you know, their DVDs, which have never been super affordable. And then their live concert CDs have gotten really expensive, but I'm okay with that too, because they're also hella nice. Like, they're some of the nicest things I own. But yeah, SHINee is still pretty affordable. BTS is starting to get incredibly expensive, and it's not even because the stuff that they're putting out there is like expensive for no reason. Like, a lot of their stuff is very reasonable for what you get. Like, if you buy Now 3 at a regular retail price, you get a really nice photo book, a really nice package. It's worth your money. The problem is that Big Hit seems to love creating collector's items. So they'll put out a Now 3, Now 2, Now 1. They'll do one initial run and then they're done. So then you have these people, which I don't know how they do it, but they manage to, like, stockpile all of these different copies of this desirable item. And so the fans who want it can't get it at retail price. They have to buy it on a secondary market, and they're buying it for a 30 or 40% markup. And it's just really discouraging when you want to support the artist, but the label won't allow you to support them at a reasonable price. And that's something that happens with BTS that I can say doesn't happen as much with EXO. Most of EXO's stuff stays in print, except for, you know, their Japanese stuff. They do first press stuff, because I think everybody does that in Japan. But, you know, your first box from EXO, you can get that anytime. The Dahyungs, you can get that anytime. You can still get a lot of their stuff, but when it comes to BTS, there are a few things that people already know, first come, first serve. And if I could have Big Hit do anything different, just as a fan, I would encourage them, please start making duplicate runs of things. Maybe you're afraid to do that because you feel like if you make multiple runs, people won't feel the urgency to buy stuff. And I totally get that. And if you want to do it where you can say, okay, well, we're going to do a first press run, and then we're going to wait for 6 months before we do a second press. Or the second press is going to be different in a couple of ways. Like maybe the second, like how they did with Young Forever. The second press didn't come with dope cards, but the first press did. You still could get Young Forever, you just couldn't get it with the dope cards. That's cool, you know. And if you did that with Now 3 and you said, okay, well, if you buy Now, then the first press is going to come with a special card, but if you buy second press, it's not. That's fine, because not everybody's a photo card collector. But like School Love Affair Special Edition, there are extra songs on there, and people want that, and you shouldn't have to pay $150 for that. That's ridiculous. So the least they could do is like republish the music, let people buy that, even if maybe they don't come with photo cards this time. But yeah, that is my thing that I wanted to say, and this is the end of my last video for my channel. I can't let BTS take all the credit. I have to put SHINee in the picture too. Put all my babies together. I didn't want to be in front of the camera for this because this is a really emotional thing for me, and I cry too much on camera as it is anyway. I didn't want to cry anymore, but I didn't start my channel in front of the camera. It took me a while to gain the confidence to be able to be in front of the camera. Thank you guys for encouraging that, and that's why I have my chats channel. But I started my channel in a place with a lot of loneliness, and in a place with some insecurities, and in a place that was kind of depressing. And I can't say that every moment since that day has been rainbows and sunshine. I've had depressing moments because of YouTube. I've had depressing moments outside of YouTube that YouTube helped me get better about. YouTube has made me angry, and YouTube has made me extremely happy. But I would rather have gone through this last couple of years with you guys than go through it alone. I would rather have made mistakes buying albums that I shouldn't have bought, and talking about the shipping problems I've had and other stuff like that. I would rather do that than not experience any of that with you guys. You guys have been so important to me, and I'm moving on in life. Not out of K-pop, like that's just not the case at all. But I'm moving on with life, and I'm moving to a new place, and I'm going to be working a new job, and just so many changes are happening. But I can honestly say I would not have the confidence to face these things the way I plan to face them if I didn't have you guys' support. At the end of the day, what you guys have given me more than anything is the ability to believe that there's a positive around every negative. Even when I've had videos that maybe didn't come across as well as I wanted them to, or even if somebody left a negative comment, or even if, you know, I felt like, I don't know, like I didn't do my best, you guys have encouraged me and helped me see things in a way that I didn't initially see them. And because of that, you've really made me examine the rest of my life as well, and start to see things that I'm going through as not maybe as dire as I envision it to be. You've helped to give me a more positive outlook by trying to encourage myself to give you guys positive affirmations. I've given myself positive affirmations, and because of it, you guys have prepared me for that next step. And I hope in some ways I've helped to prepare you for your next step. I hope that our journey together has been something that has been beneficial to you in any way at all possible. I hope that you guys will keep me posted on all the things you do and all the ways you grow. I just really hope that you guys get as much out of life as you've given me, and that I get to see you guys in those shining moments, either by following your channel or maybe occasionally getting comments from you guys. But I just really hope that the blessings you've given me get returned to you, because they have meant the world to me, and I cannot imagine this last 2 years without you. I can't. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for everything. My name is Shallow360. See you later. Bye.